You just have to start doing it. Whatever that thing is, you just got to get started on it. Don't wait until you're confident to show up. Show up until you're confident. Hey athletes, welcome back to another video. My name's Tavin, and today we're going to be discussing why you're not reaching your goals. So here's the big downfall of this age of media. There's so much content to consume. And when we're consuming content, it makes us feel like we're accomplishing something. It makes us feel like we're doing something to progress where we're at. And that's not always the case. A lot of times you'll end up spinning your wheels but not actually getting anywhere. Because just having the information isn't enough. You have to do something with that information. And I'm sure that at least once in your life, you've caught yourself just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Or maybe you're actively searching out information about different training techniques or different ways to cut for competition or to bulk for competition, whatever your goals are. So you spend a lot of time watching videos or reading articles. But if you're not doing anything with the information that you're learning, you're not actually getting anywhere. Because like I said, just having that information isn't enough. You have to do something with it. You have to act on it. And so the real issue then becomes procrastination. And a lot of times, procrastination can be caused by anxiety and doubt. I made a separate video on how anxiety and doubt can manifest in athletes, especially if you're transitioning in your sport at all. I'll link a video card up there for that. So check that one out as well. But either way, procrastination is the problem here. It's not the fact that you're learning the information, because that's fantastic. Now that you have the information, let's talk about ways that you can actually use it. Now, here's the thing. Because a lot of procrastination can stem from doubts or anxiety, the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is just get started. Don't wait until you're confident to show up. Show up until you are confident. And that's the nice thing about athletic training, is that it lends itself to things like developing routine, becoming accountable, and goal setting. So let's dig a little bit more into how we're going to actually use the information that we've learned from all of our scrolling and all of our knowledge seeking. Schedule into your day. And I can't tell you how helpful this has been for me, because motivation is fleeting. It will be gone the second you feel like you don't want to do something. But schedules are a little bit more permanent. And so when you take the time to schedule something into your day and make it a part of your routine that way, where it's a non-negotiable, you're going to do it no matter what, it's going to make you do that thing a little bit more consistently. Think about it like a job. You show up, you do it no matter what is happening. You might take a day off here and there, but for the most part, you're pretty consistent about showing up. So whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to accomplish, schedule it into your day, and then that way you don't have the excuse of trying to rely on motivation, because it's already in your schedule. You just got to do it and knock it out, just like everything else on your to-do list. The second part is getting an accountability buddy. And the nice thing, again, about being an athlete is that that structure is already given to you in the things that you do. Maybe you hire a coach, or your teammates are there for you, or you've got family surrounding you. Whatever it is, those extrinsic factors are going to help become more of an accountability person for you. It's going to help you stay accountable to the goals that you've set for yourself, or maybe the goals that the team has set that you're trying to reach together. And so it's going to force you to pull your weight and stay engaged and active in that goal and trying to reach it. And the last thing, since we're talking about goal setting, is really focusing on setting small goals and breaking them up into chunks first. People inherently don't like change. It's something that a lot of people are resistant to. And so if you try to do too many drastic things at once, you're basically setting yourself up for failure. So you have to start small, picking one or two small things that you can tweak and adjust first. And then from there, you can really kind of expand out once you have those smaller things dialed in, or once you've reached those smaller goals. So let's use weight loss for an example because it's something that everyone understands. If your goal is to lose 20 pounds, there's a lot of steps that you're going to need to take in order to reach that goal of losing 20 pounds. You'll probably have to adjust your training regimen. You'll probably have to adjust your diet. You'll probably have to adjust the foods that you're buying from the grocery store. And if you try to do all of that at once, it's going to be really overwhelming because it's too much for your body to process. And not even your body, it's too much for your brain to process all at once. Pick one thing first. And then once you have that dialed in, or once you've reached that goal, then you can start adding more things onto it. And then that way you'll be able to reach those goals and really dial in on where you're going and how you're going to get there. So again, the biggest thing as to why you're not reaching your goals is because you're consuming all of this information, but you're not doing anything with it. You're learning, you're absorbing. And oftentimes we spend hours and hours and hours consuming content, especially if it's something that we're passionate about. But if you're not doing anything with that information, then you're not going anywhere. You're just spinning your wheels, but you're not getting anywhere. It's like a stationary bike. You're not going anywhere. You're just working real hard. So just having that information isn't enough. You have to do something with it. And so because you have this information, but you're not acting on it, the real problem becomes procrastination, even if it's something that you might not have realized was an issue. And so because procrastination can often be caused by underlying feelings of anxiety or doubt, you just have to start doing it. Whatever that thing is, you just got to get started on it. Don't wait until you're confident to show up. Show up until you're confident. And then you can kind of start getting the momentum going from there. Being an athlete already lends itself to defeating procrastination because it helps you develop a routine. You get that accountability built in, and there's goals inherently that are set with that, whether that's winning your competition or even just setting personal best goals for you. The way that you can kind of isolate and really start digging into these ways to overcome procrastination are by scheduling things into your day. So take that information that you learned and schedule a time and place for you to actually act on it. And once it's in your schedule, treat it just like anything else that you have to get done. You're not gonna not go to the doctor if your arm's broken. Like, you have to do these things. And so when you schedule it into your day, just check it off the list like anything else that is a non-negotiable for you to do. Once you have that schedule, find an accountability buddy. And again, being an athlete is super helpful because you already have teammates, you already have coaches, you already have people in your life who are urging you and encouraging you to get to the places that you want to be and to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. Now, when it comes to goal setting, set a big goal, but then break it down into smaller goals so that you can kind of take it like a ladder, climbing one rung at a time. And then once you reach the top of that ladder, it'll feel much more manageable than trying to jump to the top and skip all the little steps in between. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you liked this one, watch a couple others. I hope you get some value out of those as well. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, you get what you train for. I'll see you in the next video.